Officers from the Enterprise Area Command responded to a report of a male who was shot inside the apartment complex directly behind me. As officers arrived here on scene, they entered into the gates and went to the middle of the complex, where they were flagged down by numerous citizens, directing them to the area near a trash dumpster enclosure. As officers exited their car, they observed a male in his 20s who was shot and lying on the ground. Officers immediately noticed he was unresponsive, began to provide medical treatment to him until medical arrived here on scene, and unfortunately he was pronounced deceased here on scene. Based on those details, Homicide has responded. They've taken over this investigation, and we'll be out here for the next few hours as we continue our investigation. The information we have is extremely limited at this point in time. What we know is that our victim lives at the apartment complex with his girlfriend, and that he's lived here for a couple months. That right before he was shot, he was actually outside. It looked like he was about to leave in his vehicle, at which point in time 1 to 2 subjects approached him and shot him, and then they got into a vehicle and fled. Based on the evidence at the scene of the shooting, it does not appear this is random. It does appear that this is a very, very specific shooting at this specific victim. We're still ascertaining the facts of the type of car that was here and which way it left when it left the complex. We've received conflicting information as to color, make, and model of that car, so I'm not going to be providing that at this time. But we do know that the car did arrive at the complex and then leave from the complex. So it wasn't like it was someone who lived here in the complex from what we can tell at this time. I urge anyone with any information related to this incident to please reach out to the LVMP homicide section or reach out through Crime Stoppers of Nevada. Your information can remain anonymous, and definitely helps us solve cases like this where we have very limited details preliminary on this on surface. With that, I'll take any additional questions you may have. I have no idea at this time who the suspects are, but based on the scene itself, like how condensed the scene is, and it appears that these 2 subjects were possibly specifically targeting him based on the evidence. That's what I'm going off on scene.
You said you got this conflicting information as far as the description of the vehicle. Is it an SUV? Is it a car?
The description of the vehicle, I'll give out, it's a sedan. But what we're trying to ascertain right now through the video surveillance is it a small SUV that looks like a sedan, or exactly what it is before I give it out. Again, it's been conflicting, but it looks like it's a sedan.
You said 2 suspects, the one that shot is male?
I don't have any of the vehicle, I don't have any suspect description other than there's 2 people.
You said the victim walked into his car?
Yes, the victim was outside of where he lives in anticipation of leaving in his car in the very, based on information from his family. All you know is he was outside and he was in anticipation of leaving the house.
So this was gated. Were the subjects inside these gates?
The shooting happened inside the gates, yes.
So they would have had to get access?
They would have had to get access somehow. But gated neighborhoods are great. They secure access to a point, but people can still piggyback with somebody in through a gate as with any gated complex there is in the valley. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. The apartment complex has been extremely cooperative, and they are assisting us with the investigation at this point in time. And yes, there is surveillance cameras on property. All right, thank you everyone. I appreciate your time.